Parents need to stop being so almost naive.
Everyone agrees the solution lies in collaboration to increase awareness and education. The City of Independence started a program called 25 and Alive. It's meant to help kids make good choices, and everyone is involved, from schools, parents, kids, churches, the city, and businesses. The most important thing any community can do is acknowledge the problem and attack it with teamwork.
It isn't just about expelling kids and having a zero tolerance policy. It's about inviting experts into the school.
And no age is too young to start the discussion.
I've had them say, without blinking their eyes, I started when I was 8 years old, 12 years old, 14 years old. With heroin, it's generally around 16 or so.
I would say 8, 9 years old.
In Ohio, the average first-time experience with pot is 12 years old, but we've got areas in Ohio where it's 9 years old.
At the elementary school level, kids are really attuned to what makes their body healthy and what makes their body sick.
Parents need to know their own child, the signs to watch out for, and be ready to be nosy.
You know your child when everything's good and fine, and if there's a problem, you look at your child and say, you're not yourself. What's going on? What's the problem?
I check their rooms, look at their phone, their Facebook account.
You own that house and you are liable for anything that goes on in that house. That's not their rooms, that's not their private property. You are there to protect them, not be their friend.
I mean, if my mom would have gone through my phone plenty of times, I would have probably been caught and done right there.
Sometimes the parents have more denial than the addict does, but don't protect them from the consequences.
Support them, love them, teach them, and don't give in.
And here's some stuff kids need to know.
Here's why you don't want to do this. Not just because I said, what's your escape plan? So develop 3 phrases that you can use to get out of a situation so that when it happens, they're not overwhelmed by the situation. They've been through it, they've talked about it, they know the appropriate way to respond and react.
All of the recovering addicts we spoke to had dire warnings for kids. No surprise there. They all said, don't start, and then said things like this.
I always thought, like I was a cool kid doing the drugs and everything like that, and, but I realize now that the kids that were cool are ones that were sitting there doing their homework and actually, trying to make a career.
Absolutely don't do that, because once you do, there's no turning back. I ended up in jail. I have charges on my record that will never go away. I was young and dumb, basically, and it sucks because, I'm going to school now, and I can't take any of that back.
It will ruin your life. If you don't end up in jail, you're gonna end up dead. You don't try heroin. It's not something that you do with your friends on the weekends. It's something that when you do it, you're done. Until somebody helps you, you can't help yourself.
And now we know the trouble can start at home with unused medicine.
The physician community has begun to get the message regarding the magnitude of the problem with prescription drug abuse. And as a consequence, they're prescribing less, which means there's less prescription opiates available, which means more people are turning to heroin.
Don't be an unintentional dealer. Get rid of your unused medicine, but don't flush it. Call your local law enforcement and ask about drug drop-offs. There are many steps we all need to take to get this deadly problem under control. If you or a friend needs help, tell someone. If you see something strange in your neighborhood, a suspected deal, a kid who may not be acting right, speak up. We're all part of this village.
You don't have to be a detective to know that something's not right in your neighborhood. If you see something that looks or appears it could be criminal activity, you're probably right.